Let's record. All right. So I was saying, so we have, so I was talking about manipulating this information under home. So what home does, what it does, it just brings up, both these formulas are under various functions up here. But what home does, it brings those items that you use frequently. These are the items that you use frequently. So this is what home does. So you can delete cells. So you can delete a column. You can delete a row, right? You can delete a cell itself. So what we are simply calling a cell is this. So you can delete using this function. You can delete a sheet, right? So you can if you were to delete a sheet, you just right click there and delete, right? Then you can format. So under format, it has to do with either column size. So more like you can increase the column size like just by dragging. You can increase the row size by dragging. You can come here and increase row height by putting a height there. See? So there are many ways of killing a cat in Excel. So here it has to do with formatting your work area. You can auto fit. In other words, when you auto fit, they have the same size. So formatting, it has to do with how you want your rows, these rows and the columns. So you want to give a particular size to your columns, you just put that. So it will give that size to the column. So that's what you do. If you want to auto fit, if you want to do a default width, if you want to put up that, it will just reduce the columns to that. So here you decide how you want your columns. So the selected, in this case, is the selected. Let's say I wanted to have this. So I just select, then I just put a size like that. So they will all have standard size. This mostly, you are doing this for presentation. You are also doing this for printing. Right. As I said, I'll give you an assignment for you to do. I'll give you the sizes and everything. So you do typing, then you maneuver, you manipulate it just the way we are talking about. So under formatting, it has to do with how you want to format your sheet. You can hide if you want to hide a row. So hiding a row, you can just select a row like this, and you can come here, which is a long way, and then say hide that. It will hide that row. You can also just right click instead of going through format and hide the row. Just like that. Right. You can undo or you can right click and unhide. So under formatting, these are the functions that you are using. You can protect sheet, you can lock, you can format a cell. Right. You have got these other basic formulas like your auto sum. Your auto sum is more like a basic formula. There are a number of formulas that we're going to look at, but your auto sum for introduction is just your basic formula. Auto sum allows you to add up, right? So you can see, I just came down here, double clicked your auto sum, then it adds up this, right? So there are many ways of doing it. You can put equals and then you click on the auto sum, right? Double click on it, and or you can just come in this cell, double click on the auto sum, then your auto sum will add this. There are a number of formulas here. It's not only auto sum. There is average. So we are going to look at this. So this system can actually show you and do. So it can pick like this is your average, this is your the highest or the maximum, right? And so forth. A number of formulas. You can fill up or down, left, right, see. You can filter, right? This is for you to filter. So you can filter, you've got this information and you want it arranged in a particular way. So you can sort it either by the smallest to the largest. So I can sort this. So it will sort accordingly, right? I can sort it by the largest, so which means the largest will be at the top. Right? I can do a custom sort. So sorting information is very important for presentation. What's the terms you want to present? So you can decide how you want to sort it. Either you can sort by shop, right? Or you can use sort by sale, right? Then you can define the order here, right? That's a sorting. Then here you can use find, right? These are basics. You can use find. Let's say you've got lots of information. You've got lots of information. You've got probably, let's say you've got a list which has got many names. It could be students, it could be employees, and you want to find a particular name. So instead of scrolling down, you can just click on find, type the name, then click on either find all or find next. You can replace information. So if I wanted to replace information, I could find let me say I find 5,000 and say replace with 7,000. So this is handy, especially in a order. Okay. So you could find my worksheet, the 5,000 which was there has been replaced with 7,000. So these are basic. These are basic formulas. All right. On worksheets, you can delete a worksheet. You can delete, let me just delete this one. So down here, you can just right click and delete. You can name a worksheet and give it whatever name. Right click, rename, and give it a name. Right, sales for January. This is very handy because you may have a number of worksheets. So you can have sales for January, sales for February, sales for March, and so on. Right. Then you can copy a worksheet. So if I were to copy a worksheet, I right click, and I left click on my mouse. So I left click, I hold my control key on my keyboard. So I have got my left on my mouse, I'm clicking and holding the left button, right? Yeah. Correct? Yes, is the left button. So I'm holding it down, then I'm pressing the control key, then I'm just dragging, then I'm releasing. So when I release, I can copy sheet 1 to sheet 2, then I can rename it, right? So basically, I can say this is the basics, right? You can save your worksheet by clicking on save. So you can save this, then here you select the folder that you want to save to, right? You give it a name, because normally it just says book 1. If it is your first workbook, if you do book 1, then you do the other one, it will be book 2. So you may want to give it a name like sales analysis. All right. So you can give it a name, select where you want to save, then click on save. All right. So that's how you save. You can come here and do save as, or save a copy, or export, and so forth. All right. Then you can undo, you can redo. Right. There are other buttons here. You can email and so forth. You can check spellings and everything. Right. So basically, you could say this is your basics. This is your basics in terms of an introduction to Excel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare some work which I want you to. I know you already using Excel, so this should not be difficult. With this introduction, this is work. But as I said, Excel, now we are forced to be doing exercises as we go, because we build on what we did yesterday. For tomorrow, we build on what we did yesterday. For tomorrow, for the other lesson, so that we flow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare some work which I'm going to send to you by WhatsApp. if possible, if you could do it today, so that tomorrow, because tomorrow we're now going deeper, and we are starting to do some things which are a bit not as basic as what we were doing today. Right. So I think for today, let's end here. I'll prepare some work which I'm sending through. Then you have to work on that. Then it's just typing work, nothing, typing work. Then with what we were just doing, deleting some things, adding some things, coloring, and so forth. So it's just basic. It's not like some complicated work. Then tomorrow we start getting it deeper and we build from there. I don't know if there are any questions.
Well noted. I think so far there are no questions. I'll be
For
waiting
now,
for
it's very basic.
right.
So I'm going to prepare the Excel. The Excel, let me work on it right now because I want you to have enough time to do it. I'll also,
Okay.
yes, I'll also prepare the other Sage. I'll also just prepare the other Sage, but on Sage, don't give yourself pressure. Don't give yourself pressure.
Okay.
Yes, but on Excel, give yourself pressure because we have to move with speed.
Okay.
Yes, okay. All right. Thank you.
It's perfect.
All right.
Also share the videos.
Yes, yes, sure. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, have a good day.
All right.